science video. Actually, the Amazon man has been really busy getting us all this stuff, and we don't really know what we're doing. But we know we're doing some sort of something to do with experiments and elephant toothpaste.
So first things first.
Yeah.
Pour that cooking oil, Harry, carefully, to about there on that glass.
Can you put your finger there? So I know.
Well, put your finger there, Pop.
About there?
Yeah, about there. It's
My fingers are oily now. Great.
not too high up when you pour it. Come on.
Oh dear.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Stop!
Stop! Oh, right on the finger.
I'm a genius. I'm a genius.
A little bit of cold water.
Yeah.
And you should see a clear separation. Can you see the clear separation? Tiny bit more cold water, please, somebody. Not a lot.
Cold? This is cold.
Well, warm, actually. I think it is slightly, but it's because I've got the wrong tap. I do!
No.
Tiny, I said. Oh, my. You've ruined the entire experiment now.
It's because of the weight of... it's because of...
So why have we got... First of all, why have we got separation?
Because of the chemicals and the different mixture.
Well,
It won't mix.
the oil is heavier than water.
Yeah.
But it sits at the top of the water, so how does that work?
Because it's heavier, the water pushes it away.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's not heavier. I don't know. Maybe it's to do with air trapped in it, making it lighter and sit at the top. So you will have to find out, first of all.
Why are the bubbles going down?
Well, later, when you do the classroom part of this, you need to find out why the bubbles go down. Now, next bit, I need a couple of drops of food colour in there.
Okay.
Now, when I say a couple of drops, remember, I mean a couple of drops, Poppy.
Let me do it. I'm going to put it on a spoon.
No, put it in the lid or something, or just very carefully a couple of drops.
Now, first I need to get the lid off. Pardon me. Pop. It won't work.
5 hours later.
Let me do it.
Have you got the lid off?
She can't do it.
What happened to muscles?
He's got none.
She's got no muscles.
I used to wait earlier. No muscle puppy. No, you weren't.
Right, is there a couple of drops in the lid, maybe, Poppy, that you can tap in?
No.
Right, let's put some in the lid and let you tap in. I'll do it because I don't want a red side again. So
wait,
Harry's poured too much in the lid.
Yeah. What? You did it!
So very carefully, just about 5 or 6 drops, maybe a few more.
Right, that'll do.
Oh, you doof. No, you could get one more drop in there, Poppy.
No. Why's it all gone down?
Okay. So which of our favourite ingredients that we don't use for cooking?
Oh, it's coming up. Oh, it's going down and up.
So you see how the food colour is
Well,
set
it
to
looks
the
like a
bottom?
lava lamp.
Now, which of our favourite ingredients that we don't use for cooking are we going to add to that to make a fizzy reaction?
Baking soda.
Harry, you need to put in a spoonful of baking soda. But listen, this is important.
Yeah.
You need to get the baking soda on the spoon,
But
but don't just tip it in so it sits on the... Not that much. Yeah, I'll try that much first. But before... Wait, listen. You need to sort of... You need to push the spoon right through the oil and down to the bottom. So push it right through to the bottom so the baking soda sits... Go. Right, tap it off your spoon. Move your spoon out of the way. Move your spoon out of the way and wait.
Wait, guys. Whoa! This spoon is very slippery.
Watch the oil bit as the bubbles from the baking soda push through as the gases escape. Watch it now.
That's cool. It looks like a lava lamp, isn't it?
Right, see, it's bubbling through now, and the little droplets.
I don't think it mixed very well at the bottom.
Right.
Bottom.
It's not fizzing as well.
Whoa, it's like shooting up.
You're supposed to use Alka-Seltzer, right?
What's Alka-Seltzer?
It's like a tablet people get for like headaches and tummy, and it's an Alka-Seltzer tablet, but I couldn't find any. But baking soda is like an Alka-Seltzer. So what we need to do is use the back of the spoon, push through the oil, and sorry, the handle. I meant rather on the handle. Push through the oil so you're into the water part, and just give it a little stir and see what happens.
Oh, a big stir, Harry.
Yeah, she's right. That's a big stir. Right, now pull your spoon out.
Oh, my hand's raw.
Look.
Whoa. Look like tadpoles.
So it's not quite as impressive.
Look like tadpoles.
It's not as impressive as we wanted, but that could be because the baking soda hasn't got as much of a fizz as the Alka-Seltzer. So Poppy, let's try a different way. Give it a massive stir and see what happens then.
With this?
Yeah, with the back of the spoon, give it a big stir and see what happens then. That's the top of the spoon, but never mind. Give it a good stir up. Go on, mix it all up now and see what happens. Go on.
Can't really get it bigly because it's a big spoon.
Pull the spoon out.
My hands are...
Lots of colourful, funky bubbles.
Whoa. That is so cool.
So when we do the classroom part of this, you need to find out why the oil sits on top of water. Okay?
Look, it looks so still now.
But all the
It's
oil,
completely not moving.
can you see how the oil has trapped all that air in there?
Yeah. I'm going to get another spoon. Like a really long spoon. And just see.
It's not shooting up like before, but it's trapped in there. So let's just, why don't we leave that for a bit to see what it does, and we'll do the next one. See the glass of water, Pops?
Yeah.
Put a few more drops of food colour in there. We're just going to turn the water pink, that's all.
Okay.
So just a few drops from the lid. We just want to turn the water... Stop it.
Yeah.
Tip it in.
How many?
Just a few drops, just enough to turn the water pink, just so you can see it better. Right, that should do, that should do.
That's a few.
Right, go on then. And then mix it all in so we've got pink water, that's all.
Can I get a new spoon?
Yes. So you've made pink water. Eggs. Float or sink?
Sink.
Sink if they're fresh, float if they're rotten.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
This is fresh egg from today. If it floats,
Yeah.
it's going straight back to Tesco's. Okay?
Yeah.
So carefully, Harry. Carefully, Harry. Don't crack it. In its shell, put the egg in the water. Carefully. Carefully, don't drop it. Get your hand in there. Don't mind if you get pink fingers, it's fine. So that egg sinks to the bottom, yeah?
Yeah.
No problem, it
No
stays there.
Tesco's refund. It's huge as
No
well.
Tesco refund. Okay, rescue our egg, please, somebody. So you see the glass and the cup?
Yeah.
Very carefully, this is what I'm going to do. I want you to tell me why I'm doing this. The
So it
water's...
cools down.
Yeah, so how does it cool it down, Poppy?
Well, when you're moving it into a different glass, it's getting, because this one was warm and that one's kind of coldish.
Yeah.
It's transferring the heat and it's cooling it down. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Take your pink egg, your egg,
Yeah.
and see if it will float on that water. I'll put a bit more in there so you can get your hand in better. See if it will float. Careful, careful.
I can't get my hand.
Let it go. No.
Well, it's not touching. Oh, it is.
Right, rescue it then.
Okay. No, we'll do the four.
Right.
Okay.
Try your egg again.
What's got the salt in it, right? Salt in
Yeah. So we've added salt to the water.
Oh, back to Tesco. Back to that. Oh, right.
So the salt, what's the salt doing? Makes it float.
So if you dropped an egg in the sea, it would float.
Yes, because the salt makes it float.
Look, watch this, guys. Watch this. See, because of the salt, yeah. So don't break it. I pushed it down. What happens if it breaks? Look. Will it sink or will it float? Watch this.
It will separate and then the bits will sit on the top.
Right.
Don't push it down, right? Because there is a sea called the Dead Sea,
Which
and
is
it's
so salty.
so salty you float on it. When we were in Rhodes,
That's all you can do. You can't swim in it because you can.
by a place in Rhodes.
Yeah.
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 We went. I don't know if you guys will be old enough to remember. You definitely won't be old enough to remember, Poppy, because you weren't even here.
Rude.
There is like a bay, and you go down and you can swim out, and it's so salty. It's not that salty, but it's really salty, and you just float on the water, and you just float out.
Can you not swim?
You can swim through it, but you just literally, if you just went, you would just bob along with the waves, and you would float right out. The problem is almost bad because it's so relaxing that you float out all the way. Because
Yes, you gotta be careful.
So you got to be careful. So the salt.
Why is there so much salt?
I don't know, to be honest with you. We need to find out why there's salt in the sea.
That's when God put the salt in. It's like, oh.
So, rescue our egg,
Okay. So we poured the water from this,
the pink water.
pink water, into this, and now it's separated.
The only
Because
reason we coloured it pink
Salt.
was so when we do this
tell
bit,
it. Yeah, we
it's easy to tell.
Yeah.
Now,
Can I put it?
put your egg in. Drop it, not hard, but like from the top, Harry.
Wait.
It's staying there.
Yeah, because that's where the salt
stay
is.
in there.
It's
It
where
will
the salt
stay
is.
where the salt is.
So the
I
egg.
want to see what happens if we leave it.
Look, clear, pink. Clear, pink.
Wait, don't mix it up.
Look.
But you watch as the egg
Pink
bobs
hands.
up and down.
Yeah, like with the waves.
Yeah. How cool is that?
That's cool.
Cool.
And that's the salt pushing the egg away.
And then that's pushing it down and go.
Yeah,
Go,
and
go.
The food colouring is of no interest. It's just so it's easier to see the separation.
It's sort of as this is pushing it down and this is pushing it up.
Well, it's
So
not pushing it down.
like
It's
helium.
falling through the water
Wait,
because it's heavier than the
no,
water.
Is that why it's bobbing? Because this is pushing it, and then this is.
No. Do you know why it's bobbing?
No.
Because your sister hit it with a fork.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I want to see what happens if we leave it. Will
No.
it turn pink?
Now-
Or will it go?
What's going to happen if you put the egg in our earlier oil and water and bicarbonate mix?
Oh,
Does anybody know?
No.
Right, take a guess then.
But,
Harry?
I think it's gonna sink.
Poppy?
I think it's gonna. I don't know. I don't know.
Right, well, let's find out.
Can I put it in?
Bring it over then.
Egg boy.
Can I put it in?
Bring it over.
Oh.
Bring the glass over a little bit.
Okay.
That's it.
Please.
Put it there. Right.
And bye-bye egg.
Don't drop it too hard. So what's happening here?
It's going straight to the
So it's
bottom.
gone straight through the oil
And then straight to the bottom.
and straight to the
Heavier
bottom.
in everything.
Like
Yeah.
I said.
If we would add
I
salt,
think if we
would
left it,
stop
it will turn
floating.
pink. The outside of the shell. I
Right.
think it's going to turn pink.
Poppy,
Yeah.
it's time to start pouring salt in and see if we can make the egg rise. From its watery grey.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think the salt's just going to float on top.
The problem is the salt won't dissolve as
Oh.
much. So in comes the
That
salt.
looks cool.
That does look cool, doesn't it?
I'm gonna stop.
I'd stop now.
More of the stuff is coming up.
The salt's making a good reaction,
Can I
but
mix it?
because the salt hasn't
No,
dissolved
you
yet,
can't really because of the egg.
don't mix it yet. Now what we have to do is we have to wait for the salt to dissolve.
Oh, look at this.
So when the salt dissolves, how high up is it going to push? Is it going to
there.
push? Well, what I'm asking, you have to just because now we've got it's like a fab. Now we've got white, red, yellow, and the egg's in there somewhere. As the salt dissolves,
Yeah.
I think it's going to push it up. But
is it going to push it up to here,
Yeah.
or is it going to push it through the oil?
To there.
So do you think the
Because
salt
heavier,
will
and it won't really go because the salt, yeah, it lifts it up, but the oil it's so heavy that it won't be able to go up anymore. So I think it'll be underneath here because it won't be able to go up anymore.
because the oil floats on the water anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
you can see the salt coming up.
is that the salt or the gases? And that's what it looks like.
Salt.
From the top.
Should we try and mix it? See what happens.
Go on then. Mind the egg as you mix it. Maybe rescue the egg first,
Yeah.
and then give it a good mix.
Bobby.
Try not to stab the egg, otherwise that all.
Oh, I'm bringing up some salt.
Whoa! No! Wait! Look at that barrier. Look at that barrier. Oh, fine. Ooh.
Right, somebody rescue the egg. Grab
Take
the egg
the
as
egg
it comes
out.
out.
Ugh.
Give it a stir.
Wait. The egg's not moving. Before it would roll. Do you know why? Because that's the salt.
Do you think?
The salt is gritty enough that it won't move. If you got a normal egg, look, I've seen this before.
Oh, look at that colour. It's nice.
It's gonna roll.
Yeah, but that's
What?
because our floors are uneven.
No.
So what are you
But
saying?
if you get the salt,
You'll have to wet the egg first.
no, it's just salt.
All right. Yeah, but that wouldn't be just salt, would it? That would work with sand or anything that's gritty. It's the grit factor, not just the salt itself. It's the grit.
Well, it still works.
That's why when you have your bottoms of your shoes, they're not smooth, are they? They're bobbly or lumpy to give you different types of grit. Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Right, go on then, Pop. I don't think there's enough mix, but drop it and see what happens.
See?
Right,
Dad.
we can't see where the egg is.
Pink egg.
That's fine.
Oh, the egg is there.
Put it back.
The
Is
egg-
it floating?
It's there. It's on that exact line.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's kind of
I
floating.
Right,
now.
leave it for a bit to clear, and then we'll have another look.
Are they crystals?
Kind of. Right, so I've had an idea.
Yeah.
Don't know if this is going to work or not. What happens when you mix bicarbonate of soda and vinegar?
It erupts.
Harry?
It erupts.
Oh yeah.
Makes
What's in that glass now?
Oil and water.
bicarbonate.
And bicarbonate of soda. Let's put some vinegar in and let's see what happens. Hang on, stop. Anything going to happen?
Yeah. I think
No.
so.
Anything going to happen?
No, the oil.
The oil.
I think it's gonna all the, it's
bottom.
going to rise.
All right.
Everything's going to rise.
Just give it a good old squirt, Pop, and see what happens.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, stop!
I knew it. I knew it.
Put some more in. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drink that now, would you?
No.
I didn't want to drink it anyway.
Right, stop, Pop.
I'm sure.
Do you want to put another spoonful of bicarbonate in at the bottom,
Yeah,
like you did last time?
I'll do
Right,
it.
can you see the gases bubbling through the oil? Right, and that egg's not still in there, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, that's going in the bin when we finish.
Yeah. No, we wanted to eat that.
I don't think we're going to be making dippies out of that one, do you?
No.
I don't think so, Dad. No. I'm not the surest about that, Dad.
Right,
Okay, let's get this.
lob a spoonful in, but try and do what Harry did and sink it to the bottom so it goes through the oil, Pops, yeah?
Okay.
Where's the vinegar now? Is it in the bottom, in the middle, and the
I
top?
think it's in the middle.
So it's lighter than it's sunk beyond.
Whoa!
Right, get out of the way. So it's sunk beyond the oil, yeah?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure.
Right. Well, we're making quite a good.
Can I make sure I put some more?
Anybody want to drink it?
No, I'm right.
No.
Should I put some more?
It's up to you. What do you think?
Just me,
Yeah.
Dad. Remember
Just
the-
lob it in. And see
Remember
what
the
happens.
last time when we experimented and we with the balloons and we sucked it up?
Yes.
It's not nice.
Whose turn is it to clean the kitchen? Is it Dylan's?
Yeah.
Right. Lob more in then.
Might as well had the whole thing.
Not too much, because all them bakers will be kicking off saying, "Well, I wanted to make a cake and I couldn't because I couldn't find any.
Baking soda.
That's you, Dad.
I couldn't find any baking soda. Home
You.
bargains."
That's you. Ooh.
Oh, there's a big lump of it sunk to the bottom.
Cool.
I can see the egg better.
It's having a nice fizzy effect. Can you see the egg? I can't even see the egg.
Yeah, I see the egg. Look.
Right, has the egg risen?
No, it's the egg. If you bring the thing closer,
No,
you can
from
just see
where
that,
it was,
that
yeah.
little lighter pale bit. Can you see?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's leave that for now and move on to our next
Egg.
thing. Clean down the side.
Yeah.
Push that CD across the worktop. Should mind the little bit of glue.
Careful.
Not very easy.
It's kind of hard.
How can I make that CD slide?
Oil. Stuck. Oil. Stuck.
Oil would make it slide. Yeah. And what else?
Try and move it. Oh, please.
It wasn't dry.
It wasn't.
Who told me the glue was dry?
You.
It was dry when I touched it. I tell you what we'll do. We'll come back to that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
So this is a really cheap, nasty Home and Bargains own.
Is it kids champagne?
No, it's not kids champagne. It's just really nasty. It's like £1.
Can I try it?
So if you want to, what we're going to do? Open the lid, Pop.
Okay, no, can I?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Stop. I'm confused. Okay.
How does it get off, Dad?
There's a red tag. Okay.
Wow.
Hang on. Now, what's in that bottle apart from the actual champagne? What makes the champagne? Gas. So, is there enough gas to force the lid off?
Yes.
Shake it up and see what happens.
Wait, no, please. Right, no, stop! No.
Because when they transport them,
Yeah.
if there was enough gas, they would wobble. There's the gas there. They would wobble, yeah,
Yeah.
and be blowing up in the vans. So it's just so we're going to take it outside and we're going to loosen it off, and then we'll try.
Okay, Dad,
Actually,
be careful.
I made a mistake.
What?
It's so cheap. It's a screw top. Well, how rubbish is that?
Oh well,
That
at least you
didn't
can
go
drink the
fucking
champagne. No, champagne in the one.
Right, scrap that. Then that didn't work.
Can I try it? No.
So, as the champagne experiment was a complete washout, that's my fault for buying £1 Home and Bargains champagne. The egg
Yeah.
is too big for this bottle that I thought it would fit on.
Yeah.
So we're going to try it in a plastic bottle. Unfortunately, it involves fire, so this may go completely wrong. So I will film this. I will do this. You will film it. Harry?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna step away.
You step away.
Okay. I'm going to get closer. Yeah,
You're supposed to use a match, but again, we haven't got any. No, I thought we did.
We just light it on fire, push
So
it
then light a
down,
bit of
and then
paper.
egg on top, basically.
Get it burning. Get it burning.
Well, if it burns it to a bottle.
it down.
That's the problem.
No,
Quick.
it's not burning.
Ugh.
Ugh. That's why you light a match. You've got the match in, and it kind of.
Wait, Dad, it's still burning.
Oh, it's
It's still burning.
I don't think it's burning.
It's meant to like pull
The
the
egg's
air.
going red, isn't it?
No, don't touch it. She'll knock it over.
It's meant to
No.
pull the air. No, it's
So what's going to happen is the fire
The
burns,
smoke.
pulls out the oxygen,
wait,
and
wait,
that sucks
look at
the
that.
egg in. Don't touch it, Pop.
it's
Step
sucking.
back.
I think it's slightly
It's not.
sucking it.
Excuse me.
It's not because there's not enough fire in there. Right.
It's burning the leg.
Try again.
Try.
Okay, we're back with another one. Bobby, move back, move back. Because it could go very, 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 very wrong.
I was boiling a pan of water the other day and our smoke alarm went off. I've now set fire to about 3 things and it hasn't once.
Oh, quick, Dad, quick!
Watch your fingers. Watch your
Right now. Drop.
Right, egg on the whoa, egg on the top.
egg.
Egg on the top.
Oh, it's getting
That's because the bottle is plastic.
Oh!
We definitely needed a glass bottle. I'll hold the bottle and see if it does anything, but we definitely needed a glass bottle. Don't touch the egg, Pop. We
The egg
definitely...
got sucked in slightly.
Fire's gone off.
And then the fire's gone out.
Okay, shall I do it again?
Right, try something else.
Again with this little bottle, but I don't think we don't think the opening is big enough. And again, we don't have a match. It probably really won't work well. It does. Oh!
It goes out as soon as we...
Oh, no.
The problem is, as soon as we put the card in, it goes out.
It's still going though.
No,
You need to do it at the top as well, or in the middle. Right, you need to get it burning quite a bit. Oh,
It went out.
quick. Maybe.
Right, let's wait and see what happens now.
It smells weird.
But because it's not burning...
Smells like marshmallows.
I think we need to like dry it.
Smells
dry,
like
but
marshmallows.
I think we
I think
need
the problem is we're not getting enough of a fire going. That's what it is. So let's try something else.
to try like some wax on it as well.
Right, so
Okay.
pause the
So to count this failed attempts, we're trying again with an actual fire thing.
Right, so I've used a tiny bit of fire lighter.
Oh, Dad!
That's alright, I'm here. Just to get it going.
Wait.
I'm gonna...
You boiled a pan of water and the sprinkler won't come off. You put something on fire and it's not going off.
Right.
How?
If I push that in there,
No.
it's still burning because it's still getting the oxygen.
Yeah. So.
It's gone
it's
out
gone
as soon as
out.
it goes into the mouth of the bottle. Now, put the egg on. It's not going to make any difference, but we could try.
But guys, what we've seen is this was the bottom of the bottle. When we took it off, it took it a tiny bit.
And
They
then
went.
when we took it off, it popped.
Right.
Maybe if we left it at the top because it's still getting oxygen, and then while it was still, because it was still burning, maybe then put
Well, the
egg
fire's
on.
just
Right.
coming up on the top.
Try that. Okay, we'll go try that.
Okay.
So we're
Trying again.
trying again.
Okay. Put
We're
the egg on
gonna
top.
let that to melt down a bit, sort of, or push it down.
Yeah, let it get going really well.
I want to blow.
Oh, here comes the smoke alarm.
You boiled a pan of water and it went off. We're lighting a match. Well, not really a match, but we're lighting fire and it's not going off. But that is the worst.
We open the oven and it goes off.
Yeah.
See, like try there.
Yeah.
Now
No, because we need it at the bottom so it's sucking all the air out. We want the card to catch, really, or the paper.
I know,
to
but
go.
if it, oh yeah, because it's got to go down.
If I put the egg on there, the only amount of air it's going to suck is that tiny little nozzly bit. And that nozzle bit hasn't got enough air in it to make the suction. So we need to keep it going.
You're going to burn the
The scissors.
And it's gone out again. This is just getting stupid, this. Stick that egg on. See if it grips it.
It worked that one time, sort of,
Don't touch it yet, puppy.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's sucking that tiny bit.
Right, we'll try something else.
We got a lolly stick. It looks like a little
Right,
flag.
let it burn for a sec.
Well, why don't you bring it down to there so you guys set air? Huh? Clever Poppy. Oh, it's still going.
Oh, we need some matches. I should have just got some matches.
Now it's going to be.
Lolly stick doesn't burn.
Don't be sure.
We've got the only non-burning lolly stick in the world.
Right, we'll go find another one.
Another lolly stick and we put some of that good gas
Aha.
in it. I go.
Aha! No, it doesn't burn.
Fun, Dad, you can do this.
No.
Dad, you can do this. No, you can't do it. Oh.
Right,
It's going, it's going.
right, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Last and final attempt.
Don't blow it out, then with the air. The air's gonna blow it out.
Go on, come on. Please work.
But
That didn't scare me.
Scared poppies, you just slapped me.
oh,
Oh,
Okay.
Oh la la. Oh.
Is it
Anything?
working?
There's gas in here.
There's a smoke in there.
It's not on fire.
Ooh.
Nothing's on fire. Dead.
How on earth can we just not be capable of starting a flaming fire in a bottle?
The amount of times you
feel like
could.
it's gripping?
Oh,
Oh, you pulled it off.
felt.
Right, take 527.
Okay. Well,
Put,
oh.
No, take the camera off, Bob.
So we've got another one.
Count 1,000, and this is paper, so it might work as well.
I smell the egg. Or was it Rodney?
Oh,
I think it was Rodney.
I feel grim. Yeah, grim. It did take quite a couple of tries, you know.
Oh,
Try to leave one.
You just blew your lighter out. Stop it.
Sorry. Help it.
Stop blowing it out.
No.
Every time I get it just about going, you huff and puff on it. Like your Billy Goat's gruff or something.
Hey, Mimi.
Right, let's try this.
Okay, you're welcome.
See?
Oh, okay, let it burn. for a
Blow it
sec.
out.
Let it burn for a sec. And it's gone.
I didn't do anything! I didn't do anything!
Don't probably step back.
Nice and juicy.
Right, and it's
Oh,
burning,
that-
it's burning, it's burning. Come on. Oh. Poppy, step back.
I think we need a bottle with a slightly wider opening so it gets more oxygen.
Right, let it burn quite a lot,
I
then,
think it's
so
stab
it's
hole in it.
more. Wait, no, not yet, not yet.
Can you see as it goes in the bottle, the fire pulls down? But now-
Yeah. I think you
Where's the
gotta.
egg?
I think you've got to let it go right to
Don't
top.
squeeze the egg up, Pop. You'll damage the shape of it.
Alright. Okay, that'd go before you burn your fingers off.
No,
No,
don't
not
burn your
yet.
fingers just
Till you
yet.
have 9 fingers, the only one in the world that has 9 fingers.
That hasn't got 9 fingers.
No, if it goes to top, but you can only have 9 fingers.
Oh.
Oh, Dad.
Maybe
Jesus.
jump. Right, stand back just
Get
in
me
case. This is going well. I'm shoving this in there and putting this on, okay?
Yeah.
You see,
Oh, it's looking at a bit.
with a candle, right, what happens
Mm-hmm.
is if you put the lid on the candle, it still burns for a minute or two before it goes out. But with this, we are losing
Why don't
that.
we like that a little bit?
So,
Wait, why don't we put a candle in there?
How do we do it?
how do we do it?
Candle in there.
We need... a
Maybe
diff-
if we just put a bunch of that in there.
It'll go boom and glass will go everywhere, but a good try, Harry.
Or if we put
Right,
a little bit
have
of
you-
it in there.
So we've got some candles that candle holders that we got from Egypt. If we put a candle in there, because it's got a hole, we're gonna put a big enough hole
Where's
on
you got
top.
a button? Wait. Right, so that goes on there like that. Now let the candle take for a bit.
One eternity.
You can see where it's done some damage to the egg.
Look, we can just peel bits off now. This is like my burn. Peeling bits off.
Right. So this egg, so that's going on. Sit the egg on the top of that then and see what happens. The only problem is it might suck in air. You can see the candle slowly going out now.
Mhm.
It might suck
It's
in
sucking
air.
it. It's definitely sucking it.
Is it?
Sort of.
I think it is.
How are you getting on,
You
Poppy
know.
the camera woman?
It's turning a bit red.
Do you think if we take it off, it'll go?
Oh, can you tell how it's stuck in it? Oh, it's stuck in it.
Is it still?
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
stuck
it's
in
Right,
it.
then
in it.
just wait a bit longer.
It's stuck in it a tiny bit. You probably can't see you guys, but it is stuck in it.
It better not blow up and get egg everywhere.
On Harry's face. Eat
Do you want to
side.
give it a pull, Harry, and see what it feels like?
Oh.
No.
Let's look at it. Let's look at the bottom.
Candle's definitely going out.
It might have pulled air in from elsewhere. Let's try it one more time.
We're just going to try one more time because Dad had an idea.
Right, you watch
There's
that.
air coming out. Maybe if we hold it in.
No, because then you'll be forcing it through yourself.
What about the air from the bottom?
I think Poppy's right. I think it's pulling in air from there and air from there. So stop that experiment.
It's not working.
Put that back.
I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to try again. So we're going to try and lay it like sideways. So the lid of this bottle is it's sugar. It's so big. So you so late, Dad. Yeah, we did it! We did it! Finally!
Again, press record.
I did again.
Okay, guys, now what we're going to be doing is the elephant toothpaste.
So,
But if you're Welsh, toothpaste.
right. Put about that much of the peroxide in the bowl.
Put about that much,
Yeah,
right?
put that much of the peroxide. So we've got peroxide, which is like a bleach for doing your hair, Harry.
Okay, you want to stop.
Careful.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep
Go
going.
on, glug it in. We're not using it for anything else unless you plan on dyeing your hair blonde.
Stop.
But stop.
Oh, bob on again.
Put the lid on, bob on. Pop about 8 or 9 drops of your food colour in again. Harry,
Oh my God, Dad.
in that,
Yep.
put a big spoonful of the yeast and mix it in well.
Yikes.
That'll do, Pop. Put in a glug of fairy liquid, Poppy.
Wait. I'm messy.
Can you open the yeast, Dad?
There should be a rip where you rip it open.
It's not.
All right, okay.
How much? I'm going to stop.
That'll do. That'll do.
Wait, can I put the yeast in?
Put the yeast into the cup of water and mix it in, Harry. So get a spoonful of yeast into the water and mix it
I'm
in.
just going to go clean my hands.
Right, you need to, hang on, before you clean your hands, you need to give that a little swish to mix it all up.
Okay.
All right? A little swish.
That's a big lot of food for in.
Yeah, give it a good
Harry.
swish.
How much, Dad?
Yeah, put it in the water and stir it round. So it dissolves into the water. Don't shake it, Pop, because I don't want you getting the peroxide on your hands. Give it a hang on. Put it down a sec. Can you hold the bottle so don't knock it over, please, Bobby?
Well, that works easily.
Yeah, now can you go wash your hands, Poppy, so you don't, in case you've got any nasties on your hands.
It sort of smells like.
Bread.
I'm not sure.
Inside or outside for this?
Outside.
Okay,
I think it's gonna be big.
let's go outside then. Take this table now through all your experiments. Okay, so
The baking soda and it stopped.
we'll wash it all off with a jet wash. Okay, Harry, have you mixed your yeast in?
Yeah, look. It looks like gone off tea.
Smell it, Pop. Right, carefully pour the yeast in.
It smells like a cheap
Pour the yeast into the bottle then, Harry.
do we stand back? Macaroni cheese.
Hurry, stand back.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, baby.
It's coming, it's coming,
Really
it's coming,
slow.
it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
Is it hot? I think it works better with other stuff. The foam.
It's just like a rubbish macaroni, isn't it?
It looks like a pink water bottle.
Don't
touch it.
It's
Why?
supposed to be thick
bleach.
and stuff, isn't it? At least it'll
They
clean the
put that in
table.
it. They put that in it.
No.
It's like baking soda. It looks really soft and smooth though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks nice, but it's just like a rubbish Mount Corona, isn't it?
Yeah. Mount Corona rip-off. Well, it looks like a water bottle.
Conclusion, anybody?
It doesn't really work. It doesn't exactly work that well. I think you can use other stuff and it shoots up a lot better and there's a more but the thing with yeast, we were looking at elephant toothpaste earlier. With the thing with yeast, it works a lot slower and goes slower so it doesn't expand much. But with other things, it does stain bits, but it comes out quicker, more faster and makes a bigger thing.
Okay.
So I think if we use something else, we could make it a lot better and bigger. Yeah. So guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn those notifications on. Comment down below if you're doing another video. Bye. Wait. I'm gonna try and see what happens if you touch it with a stick. Oh wow. I'm gonna lose the smoothness.
Stir it on the inside.
Can't be stick. Got a stick with a works. Yeah. It's gonna be a blonde stick. It's gonna be a pink stick. Not much.
Not much. Don't worry about it then. Oh well, spread it over the table, it'll help clear the table.
Yeah.